Bruce man.
Yes, he was. Inside the stadium right now. These are the books that fans are signing for Steve McNair's family. Yeah, I mean, as you can see, these are pretty thick books. The collage of pictures they put for him. It's a lot of pictures, man. That's the picture they got next to the casket at the church right there. This is right there. Yeah, that's the one.
Is that the one?
Yeah, that's the one. They just they didn't put the football on the picture. They just had his.
Okay.
Oh, I was about to go in right on the book. I would have been jumping line, wouldn't I? I was about to go ahead and use it right on that book. You know what, dude? This is actually where I have my season tickets for the TSU games. Section 112, but on the other end.
With the third overall pick, Reese, head coach Jeff Fisher, and the scouting staff decided to take Steve McNair out of Alcorn State University.
Well, of course, when you make a choice that will have this impact on the franchise, there's always a little bit of concern. With the third choice in the draft, which is a giant pick, we were going for a franchise quarterback. There was discussion even among the franchise and the coaches that maybe Kevin Carter, who was also on the board, might have been more important. We felt sure that we had to have the quarterback to get the franchise started. And even though Kevin turned out, as we all know, to be a pretty good player and a pretty good player for us, at that point in time, the quarterback was a key issue. Was there a risk involved? Sure there was. We were convinced, or at least I was convinced at the time, that Steve was going to be our pick and be our franchise quarterback.
So you didn't consider it a gutsy pick, even though some did?
It was interesting because I didn't. When I made the pick, I was convinced. But days after that, I got calls from several of my friends that informed me that they thought it was a gutsy pick. So I went home later and told my wife Sally, I said, you know, I guess there's a possibility that this may have been a mistake. But in my mind, I was so sure that I was willing to do it and go on.
Did the right thing, clearly. By the time he became the Titans' regular starter in 1997, Steve McNair was on his way to becoming a star. And that brings us to the present. It's hard to believe it. Steve McNair is now in his 10th NFL season. Certainly 2003, the best year of his career. For this campaign, he was rewarded by being named the National Football League's co-most valuable player. What was the most special part for you about winning MVP?
I think it was just the publicity, not only yourself but my teammates. The Titans has been consistently going to the playoffs for the last 3 or 4 years and still not getting the recognition that we deserve. To win the MVP, that means the team is doing great. All 3 phases of the team is playing well, is being consistent, year in and year out. That was a special moment for me because it gave everybody the recognition that they deserve, not only themselves but all the teammates.
Fans, players, coaches around the Titans all have their favorite Steve McNair. Last year, when we did something about it, you said your favorite was a run that you made at the end of the Tampa Bay game in 1998 that salted away a really nice victory for Tennessee at that point. Is that still #1 on your list, and if so, what?
I think it's still #1 because it was a hard fought game. And going in as a young player, it's my first year as a starter, and going 71 yards and having the longest run for a quarterback for a long time was very special because we needed to score, and we also needed to take time on the clock, and we did all that. And to make that faith and to have this guy right on me and me toss him aside and go 71 yards, you don't see that every day in the NFL as a quarterback, and that's also that will always be a special moment.
Steve McNair does not run as much as he wants to. Is that by design?
I don't think it's by design. I think I have a lot of good guys in front of me now. I have a lot of guys that are working outside and receiving Derek Mason and Drew Bennett and Calico, and I think those guys are initially getting open when they're supposed to get open. And the guys are doing a great job of tackling, doing a good job of making the right calls, picking up the right guys, and giving me just that little extra time to deliver the football. But if I have to, I still have the capability of running, but I haven't had the need to in the last couple of years.
You spend a lot of time in Mississippi, back home on the farm. What's so special about Mississippi and the farm?
Just relaxation. Spending time with the family. My mom is my backbone. She's keeping me going, day in and day out. If I don't pick up the phone and call her every morning, if she don't call me, something's wrong. So that's what keeps me going, especially during the season. Focus on playing for my family, not for myself. And then the off-season side, that's why I go and unwind. Everybody can leave with me back home. I can come outside and not be bothered and relax and enjoy the animals and enjoy the four-wheelers and just have a nice time and be myself. Instead of being quarterback for the Tennessee Titans, I can be a dad, a son, and a mom.
What's the perfect day on the farm?
About 90 degrees. I wake up about 5:30 in the morning. Mess with the cows until 9:00. Let the day go by and just as the sun goes out, my brothers gonna get together and just unwind, talk, reminisce about this past season, about what we used to do as a kid, and those sort of things. That's the perfect day for me. Just spending time with my family. Just talking about enjoying things other than football. We have a lot to discuss of their personal life, their family, and I think that's the most thing that's rewarding for me, just going back home, spending time with them.
What a great guy, what an incredible story. From Little Mount Olive, Mississippi to league most valuable player. The clear leader of this football team and the guy that everybody looks to drive the Titans engine in 2004 is going to be a great year. So how long will the drive and determination last for Steve McNair? We ask him the question, how long do you plan to play?
Right now, when I came into the NFL in 95, I said 10 years would be good. But if I don't get 10 years, I'm going to put my best foot forward in those 10 years. But if I so happen to go after 10 years, if I can compete after this 10th year, every year with the young guys coming in and still play at a high level, who knows how long I'll play. I put a timetable on myself coming in, but now going out, if I can compete every year, it's going to be a year-to-year basis based on my health and my ability as far as how long I will play for him.
Obviously, a lot of things factor in, but Steve McNair's sheer joy in playing the game of football is so evident. It's obvious that's what really drives it. It's never more evident than when you see him out here in practice with the Titans, and you're going to see it right now. A rare look at the co-MVP of the National Football League in practice. Steve McNair, Wired for Sound.